Assalamu Alaykum wa Rahmatullah Baraktu and welcome back to another Sleep Islam video where I will be reading Reclaim Your Heart by Yasmin Mogahed Part 2. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to never miss another beneficial Sleep to Islam video. And let's just get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is love. And so there are some who spend their whole lives seeking, sometimes giving, sometimes taking, sometimes chasing, but often just waiting. They believe that love is a place that you get to, a destination at the end of a long road, and they can't wait for that road to end on their destination. They are those hearts moved by the movement of hearts. Those hopeless romantics, the sucker for a love story, or any sincere expression of true devotion. For them, the search is almost a lifelong obsession of sorts. But this tragic quest can have its costs and its gifts. The path of expectations and falling in love with love is a painful one, but can bring its own lessons about the nature of love, this world, people, and one's own heart. Can pay for this often painful part. Most of all, this path can bring its own lessons about the creative love. Those who take this route will often reach the knowledge that the human love they seek was not the destination. Some form of that human love can be a gift. It can be a means, but the moment you make it the end, you will fall to live your whole life with the wrong focus. You will become willing to sacrifice the goal for the sake of the means. You will give your life to reaching a destination of worldly perfection that does not exist. And the one who runs after a mirage never gets there, but keeps running. And so too will you keep running and be willing to lose sleep, cry, bleed, and sacrifice precious parts of yourself, at times even your own dignity. You'll never reach what you're looking for in this life, because what you seek isn't a worldly destination. The type of perfection you seek cannot be found in the material world. It can only be found in God. That image of human love is that you seek is an illusion in the desert of life. So if that is what you seek, until that's where the story ends. It ends at the finding, the joining, and the wedding. It is found at the wonders of two souls. Everyone around you will make you think that your path ends there, at the place where you meet your soulmate, your other half, the point in the path where you get married. Then, and only then, they tell you, will you ever finally be complete? This, of course, is a lie, because completion cannot be found in anything other than God. Yet, the lesson you've been taught, and since the time you were little, from every story, every song, every movie, every ad, every well-meaning auntie, is that you are complete otherwise. And if God forbid you are one of the outcasts who haven't gotten married, or have been divorced, or considered deficient, or incomplete in some way, the lesson you are taught, so the story ends at the wedding, and then that's when Jannah begins. That's when you'll be saved and completed, and everything that was once broken will be fixed. The only problem is that not where the story ends. That's where it begins. That is where the building starts. The building of life, the building of your character, the building of soul, patience, perseverance, and sacrifice. The building of selflessness, the building of love, the building of your path back to Him. However, if the person you marry becomes your ultimate focus in life, your struggle has just begun. Now your spouse will become your greatest test until you remove that person from the place in your heart that only God should be. It will keep hurting. Ironically, your spouse will become the tool in this painful extraction process until you learn that there are places in the human heart only for God. Among the other lessons you may learn along this path, after a long road of loss and gain, failure, success, so many mistakes, it is that there are at least two types of love. There will be some people you love because of what you get from them, what they give you, the way they make you feel. This is perhaps the majority of love, which is also what makes much of love so unstable. A person's capacity to give is constant and changing. Your response to what you've given is also constant and changing. So if you are chasing a feeling, you'll always be chasing. No feeling is ever constant. If love is dependent on this world, it too becomes constant and changing, just like everything in this world. The more you chase it, the more it will run away from you. But once in a while, people enter your life that you love, not for what they give you, but for what they are. The beauty you see in them is a reflection of the Creator, so you love them. Now suddenly it isn't about what you're getting, but rather what you can give. This is unselfish love. The second type of love is the rarest, and if it is based in and not competing with the love of God, and to also bring about the most joy. To love in any other way is to need to be dependent of expectation, the ingredients of misery, disappointment, as if all those you have spent their life seeking because of him, the foundation of such love is God. So what you hold on to will no longer be just unstable feeling, fleeting emotion, and what you chase will no longer be just a temporary high. What you hold, what you chase, what you love will be gone. Anything is stable and constant. Thereafter, everything else will be through him. Everything you give or take or love or don't love will be by him, not by your nerves. Will be for him and not for your nerves. This means you will love what he loves and not love what he does not love. When you do love, you will give to the creation, not for what you can get in return from them. You will love and you will give him, but you will be sufficed from him. The one who is sufficed by God is the richest and most generous of all lovers. Your love will be by him, for him, because of him. That is the liberation of the self from servitude to a new created thing. That is freedom. That is happiness. That is love. That was part 2 of me reading Reclaim Your Heart by Yasmin Mogahed. Make sure you like and subscribe to never miss another beneficial Islamic ASMR video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Assalamu Alaykum.